Greetings and welcome to my channel, Spine and Shine. I am Sandra Roberts, the Sangoddess. Here at Spine and Shine, we encourage Black women to stand in their organic truth without seeking the approval or permission of society. And we do this by using healing, spirituality, and history to help us to become more self-aware. I am currently in Belize. I have been trying to get this video out to you all. I've been here for a week now, and I'm a night owl, so my sleep pattern has changed a bit because here in Hopkins, country folk get up early, babe. They're up at 4, and they're sweeping the beach and walking and swimming. And so I've been trying to fit in with the locals and walk the beach and just get up. But the problem is I'm usually just going to sleep. But I've been doing that all week. And same thing today. I've just decided that I'm going to go ahead and get the video out because it's been a minute, and I made a commitment that I would do a video each week. So I decided to come out and do it this morning. If you have specific questions about a Black woman traveling solo in Belize, and I can answer some of your questions, but I am attempting to make Belize my home. So for me to carry a camera and do a lot of touring and interviewing, I don't want to do it as a tourist per se, even though I am technically, but I just find it a little intrusive and a little paparazzi-like to do so. So, oh, how beautiful. So I'd rather not really do it that way. So if you have specific questions, leave those questions in the comment section. Please feel free to do that, and I'll be sure to address. We can make a video that specifically addresses, question that's a video that addresses those questions that you have. But I don't want to make a whole, make this out to be a whole Belize thing. Consider this an opportunity, or this is just a change in setting. It's a change in pace, which leads me to what this video is about today. There were questions that were asked about, my trip coming. And I know a lot of it had to do with, some of it had to do with fear, people thinking, you're going alone, or you must be going for love. It must be a man involved. It's like if we're traveling, it has to be a man involved where you have to have, he came into some money or something. Like, it's just all sorts of assumptions that are made when you decide to travel. And this video is about Black women making anything we do every day for us. Like, making nothing a special occasion. There is no special occasion to see what you want to see. The special occasion is now, because you deserve that. We deserve that. There's no special occasion to wear anything, to use anything, to take the time out for yourself. You don't need to wait for that at all. And we owe no one a reason to explain why we're doing it or how we're able to do it. It's like, why must the Black woman feel? Not all, and I'm not talking about all Black women. I'm only talking to the Black women who might feel the way I'm feeling. So if this doesn't resonate with you, you're blessed that you don't have to contend with having to explain why you're doing something, or why you're able to do it, or why, like The world is ours because you are a global goddess. That's why. And because you choose to do and see and feel and taste whatever it is you want to taste, smell, feel, and do. It's just that simple. There is no explanation that's required, to be quite honest. What do you owe anyone to feel like I have to explain, well, I can afford it because I did this, or I don't have this bill, or I saved this, and I sacrificed here, and this is why I'm able to do. Who cares? If you're able to do what you're able to do, you're able to do what you're able to do. You're not harming anyone. If you're not neglecting anyone. Now, I would put if you're not neglecting your children, but we're not talking about that. We're talking, obviously, that you wouldn't be neglecting your babies. You wouldn't be, we're not talking about that kind of sacrifice. We're talking, that if it's something that you feel that you want to do, you are entitled to do it. We talk about white women being entitled, the Karens. Well, God dog it, we are entitled. We are entitled. We are entitled because we've earned it, and we pay for it daily. So if anybody deserves to have a massage and have a spa day and be pampered and treated like goddesses and queens, it's us. That's not to say no other woman has the right to, but it appears that too often we are the ones left having to explain. Yes, we are the ones left to explain why we deserve a certain thing, or why we are able to afford what we're able to afford. Don't wait for it. I want you right now to really think about what it is that you want to do. What's going to make you happy. What it is that you feel is part of your calling. Your gift, not your profession. Fuck your profession. We're not talking about your profession. We're not talking about, what you went to school to do. We're not, just put all that aside. What is the purest, most innocent dream you ever had? I don't care if it was to just, you may want to dance. You may still, I don't care what size you are. You may decide that, when I was younger, I want to be a ballerina. And you're thinking, oh, I don't look right in the tutu. I'm too huge for whatever the case. I just can't dance. I've gotten too old. You figure out a way to be a ballerina. I don't care if you're 60. You figure out how it's going to be cool. You see people on the street with their music on in certain cities, and they're just on the corner dancing for whoever, and people pay them, give them donations just because they're making people smile and making people happy. There's no stage. It's just them with their boombox or their music, whatever. Whatever it is you dreamt about, that you thought about, that you thought, that you think now, I'm too old to do. I have this responsibility. I can't do it. I can't. We're not doing it, sis. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are going to do what we want to do. And letting go of feeling like we have to get permission and give explanations. We're going to live entitled. We're going to live entitled. So we're going to, this whole thing of making white women the only ones, because we keep calling them Karens and that they're entitled. Is that helping? A Karen is going to be a Karen. So either we're going to sit back and say, oh, they just feel like they're so entitled. They're so entitled. And I'm feeling some kind of way about that, because Hopkins is definitely my happy place. But when I first arrived, part of that happiness was that I didn't see it as being gentrified. I saw the old school blackness that I saw growing up, you know. It was like the movie Crooklyn, if you've ever seen Crooklyn. It just feels like that. The things that you see, the things that made us so special and so connected, and growing up, and the innocence of being a child, and black love, and, you know, just the things before the crack era, basically. Before crack hit. That's 70s kind of thing. That's what it brings. It brings that for me. You know, that's what it does for me. And now it's being, it's not as touristy yet, and it's not nearly as bad as Placencia or Kikoker. But in a few years or less, it will be. And I'm seeing changes, not within the villagers necessarily, because the spirit of the people will be the spirit of the people. But I'm getting glimpses of American whites or Western whites, those who, you know, it's the same old story, you know, like they do what they do. I can decide to have an attitude about it. Hopkins isn't even, this is new for me. I'm new, so why should I feel so connected and close that I'm upset by white people who choose to come here and buy up things? If locals want to, you know, sell their property, I don't own anything here, you know? So I had to really do some thinking about that. Like, either you're gonna whine and talk about how entitled white people are, or how, you know, they come and they gentrify, or are you gonna live your fucking life? Are you gonna take advantage? Shout out to you, Queen Nzinga. Queen Nzinga is a sister that's from the States, but she's here, not in Hopkins, but she's in Belize. And I recall her saying to me just a couple of days ago, sis, you know, she's been fighting too all her life. All my life I've had to fight. Why all our life we've got to fight? Why? I don't want to be all my life I've had to fight. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of being, I'm just tired. I'm serious. I want to be fucking entitled. And I want to feel like, yeah, I deserve that held hand. I deserve for an umbrella to be placed over my head when it rains. I deserve to have breakfast cooked for me. I deserve to be greeted with something beautiful, not bitch, not hoe. I deserve to feel like, you know, that that I am who I am. The Sangoddess. Beautiful. And I want you to feel that way. Because we deserve to feel that way. And it's even emotional just bringing it up, because so many of us, and I swear, I kid you not, this is not for dramatic purposes, but I don't know why it suddenly just hit me like that, but the emotion around it is just, I just want us to, as black women, to feel like we deserve some shit. And not to apologize for what we deserve. That's it. So today, comment in the section below, what is it that you wanted to do before the world got in the way, before a bad relationship got in the way, before bad parenting got in the way, before fucked up schooling got in the way, before your neighborhood got in the way, before your job got in the way, before whatever the fuck it is, whatever got in the way, before all of that got in the way, who were you? And what did you want to do? Who did you want to become? What did you want to see? What things that you want to explore? Who were you? We taking it back. Reminds me of the song, Janelle Monáe's The World's About to Turn. The table's about to turn. The table's about to turn. The table's about to turn. Excuse me, the table's about to turn. The tables are turning. Get ready, sis. I'm going to, can't cough. People accuse you of having COVID. Just can't be that I have a tickle in my throat. It can't be any of that. Got to be COVID. So sis, write the list. Remember who you were back when the world told you something that you couldn't be. Till next time, subscribe, like and share. Stay posted. Hit the notification button. Internet is a little sketchy here. Not to mention, once you get in an environment where it's not so technologically driven, I kind of like that. So when I'm home, because I don't do much, you know, I can do videos all day, but I honestly haven't wanted to really be in a social space just yet on the internet. But I've made this commitment, and I'm committed to building the channel. And I want you to know that I'm going to do that. That's my commitment. Because part of what this tribe that I'm telling you about, of women, that Black women 30 plus, who are looking for and returning to who we really are and getting a sense of real awareness, aside from all this apologizing and trying to prove something and not doing what is so basic to our instinct, not covered in something that makes us feel like we got to be so important. All these bags we got to carry, all these coins we chasing, all this bullshit. I'm just like tired of that. And then it becomes so competitive. And that's why, and let me end on that note. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to make Belize like a tourist thing. Because then it's like, you know, I don't want some sister saying, oh, I would love to go to Belize, but I can't go to Belize. And then it becomes like, I'm not doing a fucking tour for, it's not a tour of Belize for the sake of, sis, you should be here, see? I can afford to be in Belize, and I got my swimsuit on, and I'm chilling. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm here to find peace, sis. And no place is perfect, but this is what I can afford. And it's a place that I happen to, for whatever reason, have dreamt about for a long time. I still don't know how it got on my radar, like since college. I don't even know what I heard about Belize. I don't know when I first heard it. I don't have a clue. But I didn't get here until I turned 50. I'm 52 now. This is my 4th trip here. And I love it. But now I have to readjust some things because, again, I'm not feeling entitled. I don't have the money that the whites have to come and just set up shop. But I got 25 feet from this water to whatever purchase, land, or building that they've built that I'm entitled to. And I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to take advantage of those 25 fucking feet. You hear me? I'm going to take advantage of that and enjoy Mother Nature because nobody owns her. Nobody. Like, subscribe, and comment and comment below. Let's take it back. Thanks for joining me. Peace.